Hola, Konnichiwa, Salaam, Ciao Namaste. Peace to all. This is Soulology, the science of the soul. And we are going to be going through a little 101. This is going to be a long one. These are going to be in different parts. We're going to be going over the six senses of how they are all manipulated. And today what we're going to be doing is the manipulation of seeing. So why is the manipulation of seeing so important in a sense? Why exactly is it manipulated? One way you are manipulated through your eyes is through simply different spurts of colors, different colors in general, different words, hidden subliminal signs that can play key roles on your energy and your thought process of how you see things. For example, at Disney, it is known that there are subliminals everywhere because when you're in Disneyland, you can see them everywhere, and it can make you desire to buy certain products and whatnot. When you see the color red, you may have the feeling of desiring to eat something. It makes you hungry. And what we had discussed in one of the Pink Elephant in the Room conversations was the red is the root chakra, the pleasure chakra. The yellow is here as well, not far below. You have these areas that the colors are used, a part of energy. Everything plays a key role. And it's funny because these same colors can be used to actually heal you. It's like I've said before in one of my videos, it's a double-edged sword. It can heal you, it could be beneficial, it could help you or harm you. There we go. So when you are paying attention to certain things you see, you may decide to buy those said products. And you may believe in your mind that there's nothing you can do about it. And not all people, by the way, think like that. But most people who watch television don't notice those things that are vitally important. If you're watching television constantly every day, it does have an effect on what you see. The subliminals not only go from there, it can also be in your video games, your comic books, your movies. These all play subliminals that play a key role on you. For example, violence. No matter how we go about it one way or another, no matter what you say or excuse you bring to the point, subliminals are put into each of those things. TV shows, movies, video games, comics. It doesn't matter what it is. And that does not mean in a sense that, oh, I'm telling you to stop reading those things or whatnot. But what I am saying is to be observant of those things. Because, for example, what you can see in all four of those is simply a basis of violence. And because of that, we have people who go throughout life being violent. And you might think, what, so what and whatnot. Well, then here's something to keep you thinking. In order to stop violence, one would have to be non-violent. Wouldn't that be the case? What you are watching plays on your subliminal. If you are watching things that are violent and expect to be non-violent, you have to realize just even logically that does not work. It does not work for you to be violent and desire to be nonviolent. You can't. Those two, they fight against each other. It's peace fighting violence. Both of them don't connect. It's like two magnets. When you flip one to the negative side and you flip one to the positive side, it is known, or I believe it's either positive, but one way or another, it is known to imbalance it in a sense of creating a sort of shield around it. The force from the magnets forces them to repel from each other. You repel yourself in the same matter when it comes to using violence and trying to obtain peace. You are repelling two areas you have no way of fixing. You have to understand the importance of, if you desire peace like that, you first, of course, have to go within self. But the second thing you have to understand is simply to grow nonviolently. Understand the things you are watching and understand the things that are unimportant to you to watch. Now, people might think to themselves, so what are you saying? That we shouldn't watch television, this? And if you want to watch television, be my guest. I'm not saying that at all, because, and we'll probably even talk about this at some point, but television is a storytelling thing that you've created. We've done this in the past where we used to do this around campfires. You've now made an advanced version of that to tell stories to people. You've done it now so quickly, you've turned it into a social media site, which is another area. It doesn't mean, oh, completely, just don't watch those things. What it does mean is be very observant of what you watch and be very observant of how it affects you if you see those things. Bright lights, anything that sparkles in a sense, certain things with words on them, hidden areas that you may not pay attention to, may have an effect on you in any sense of confusing you or making you feel a certain way. A good example of this, and we talked about this, I believe, a month or two ago, was about the review on This Is America. If you watch it for the first time, your entire focus is on the artist, which is Childish Gambino. But most do not pay attention to what's going on in the background. All the violence or all the crazy stuff going on. And the same thing is what I mean now. Is many of us are focused on one area and thinking that's the greatest and whatnot, but we're not focused on paying attention to the kinks that are making us feel this way. When you are constantly in rotation of that and you are learning and understanding that little by little, you'll notice certain things and you'll just simply walk away from those things and not worry about them anymore. And you'll keep going about your own business in any sense. You have to remember, at the end of the day, if you desire to grow self, if you desire to be able to, how do you say in a sense, be who you truly are, one who becomes who they are doesn't take sides at that point. You are taking your own side. You are seeing things for what they truly are, not as what people say they are, not from what has been shown to you, but what you are doing is now questioning, thinking on everything you hear, or is it everything you see? Everything you see in any sense, that will stop the manipulation of the sense of your sight. And this is the end for this discussion of the senses. Focus on that and realize you are the gods, the goddesses, and creators within. So, remember that to know thyself is to know the creator within. So to everybody out there, have a good morning, a great afternoon, and a fantastic evening. Namaste.